That's no ordinary scenario. That's Hell in a Cell.
Boston on Sunday, October 30th.
That cell door slams, you're locked inside it.
The fear is real. For the first time ever in Boston, it's WWE Hell in a Cell.
Heed my words. The scars you will not heal from, the scars that will haunt you for a lifetime, are the emotional wounds that will not heal.
It's WWE Hell in a Cell, live in Boston, Sunday, October 30th. Tickets are available.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be There Live.
Wrestling fans from around the corner and around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marotti here at MWF Studios, just north of Boston, in downtown Melrose, Massachusetts, 02176, the zip code of champions. Stay tuned after the news for some awesome money-saving deals where you can support indie wrestling. Fans, this may come off as an unpopular opinion, and it's just that, an opinion. It has nothing to do with either Sasha Banks or Charlotte, two of the finest female wrestlers of this generation. However, WWE continues shooting itself in the foot with certain decisions, as over the past week, the Sasha Banks-Charlotte match at Hell in the Cell will not only be a Hell in the Cell match, but it's gone back and forth as the possible main event of the show. Why? Fans are tuning out of WWE programming on free television. Live event attendance is really starting to fluctuate. If the WWE Network didn't exist and quote-unquote pay-per-views were mostly seen by fans using traditional pay-per-view ordering options at $44.95 and $54.95, I think we may have some record low pay-per-view numbers as well. Good quality women's wrestling is a positive addition to any event. I'm not talking about Divas-style wrestling that I hate. I'm talking about quality women's wrestling. Sasha and Charlotte have had some great matches over the past few years. Having what could be a blow-off to their feud inside the cell makes sense from a storyline point of view, but really, who wants to see two beautiful female athletes fight inside of a cage? Doesn't appeal to me in the least. Hell in the Cell is supposed to be a violent encounter. The thought of two women in that environment is a turn-off to me more than it is a turn-on. WWE has been pushing the quote-unquote creating history mantra with the women of late, main eventing Raw, and now the possibility of the pay-per-view as well. That's all well and good, but if it's history fans don't want to see, why are you bothering? You can argue that the fans at live events and watching the TV shows are behind these women. Fans still paying for tickets and watching TV shows should be enjoying it, or they're out of their mind. But what about the bigger picture? What is it about today's product that is turning so many fans off? Is it the length of Raw? Is it having the same matches over and over again? Is it the paper-thin roster WWE has on both brands right now? Is it the scripted promos? Are the women being overpushed? Is it the insincere-sounding commentary? Is it a little bit or a lot of everything I just mentioned? The lesson of Goldberg's return to Monday Night Raw this week, based on the reaction from the fans live in Denver, and the increase in television ratings, up 400,000 fans from the same third hour of Raw last week, shows that wrestling fans enjoy sincere, genuine, realistic moments that are far too often missing from this generation's quote-unquote sports entertainment broadcasts, and that's turning off more fans than it's turning on. At the end of the day, this is professional wrestling. You can gloss it over, slap a fancy nickname to it that sounds good in press releases. What concerns me the most isn't having Sasha and Charlotte inside a cell October 30th. What really scares me is that if WWE isn't taking a deep look in the mirror right now as to what's wrong, how bad do things have to get in order for them to do so? The core of the business is solid with WWE. Their television contracts with TV networks all over the world are fantastic, higher than ever. WWE Network subscriptions are there right now. But when you see ratings continue to slide year after year, and now you're seeing attendance start to fall, it's a reason to be concerned. I like to say that's one man's opinion in a lot of these webisodes we do, but in this case, there are a lot of real facts to look at. It's a hot summer on WWE Network with WWE NXT and the Cruiserweight Classic lighting up Wednesdays, along with SummerSlam and not one but two pay-per-views, with Backlash and Clash of Champions in September. Not currently subscribed to WWE Network? Come on now. Use our link below and get 1 month absolutely free. Get the pay-per-views live, the awesome weekly shows, and over 6,000 hours of on-demand content for free. See Lesnar and Orton at SummerSlam, Holy Foley, brand-exclusive pay-per-views, and so much more. At its regular price of only $9.99 per month, it's the best value in sports and entertainment. You want to talk about a great summer sale? Head on over to the MWF Store on the BostonWrestling.com super site. We've got brand new WWE t-shirts, autographs, action figures, posters, and more. And this summer I have a special where if you spend $25 or more, you get a WWE t-shirt absolutely free. Not only is it a great deal, but every dollar spent helps our endeavors to bring you action-packed live events and video content. Enjoy 1,200 free videos on our YouTube channel. As we count down to our 15th anniversary, we're releasing a new video each day at 12 o'clock, flashing back to highlights and even a few lowlights on the adventure that is the Millennium Wrestling Federation. Subscribe to our channel using the link below or use youtube.com/BostonWrestlingCom. We also have regular news videos, TV episode recaps, results, interviews, and so much more. Help us bring you even more great video content by donating an amount of any size to paypal.me/Boston Wrestling. Again, every dollar donated helps us bring you more great live events and video content. That wasn't enough. We have a new video on demand section on YouTube where you can either rent or own some of our classic state-of-the-art studio shoot interviews. In honor of the 10-year anniversary since the original No Holds Barred Iron Sheik studio shoot interview went viral and on the Howard Stern Show, we've remastered it and made it available for fans around the world to enjoy for as little as $5.99. We also have an awesome WrestleMania 1 roundtable studio shoot with the Sheik, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, and Cowboy Bob Orton, where all three WWE Hall of Famers look back at the WWF boom of the 1980s. John Cena Sr. joins me as co-host for in-depth studio shoots with both Paul Bearer and the first and only shoot ever done with the Boogeyman. Bull Dempsey joins us and pulls back the curtain on WWE NXT. Again, not only can you rent or own these awesome interviews, but every dollar goes right back into our efforts to bring you live event and video content. Another easy way to help our efforts is to use the links below or on the front page of the BostonWrestling.com super site to do your shopping on WWEshop.com, Amazon.com, or Walmart.com. If you make a purchase on any of those websites, wrestling-related stuff or not, we get a tiny kickback, and best of all, your cost doesn't increase 1 cent. Hey, Christmas is going to be here before you know it. Please keep us in mind, as again, every purchase made helps support indie wrestling. Last but not least, have a free ride on me with our friends at Uber. That's right. If you've never used Uber before, get a free ride up to $20 on the house to try out their great service. Forget about overpriced taxi cabs. Uber service is great. The cars are clean. The drivers are some interesting folks. Use the link below and see for yourself. I tried Uber for the first time last October in New York City for the WWE Madison Square Garden event, and I've used it regularly ever since. You won't regret it. Running out of time here, folks, as we approach our 15th anniversary. Don't miss a day on the BostonWrestling.com super site, as you never know what's going on in our world. Like us on Facebook.com/MWF Action. Follow us on Twitter at MWF2001. And again, subscribe for free to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/BostonWrestlingCom. Until we speak again, folks, you and yours, be well.